Hello, masters. Today, 3 secrets to manifest a specific person or even your ex. And you guys, it's so simple. This video shouldn't be very long. And I've got other videos where I go more into depth in some of the stuff that you need to do. And so I'll talk about that in today's video. I got all kinds of resources on this channel. This is a new YouTube channel. You might have noticed I've only got a few hundred subscribers, but I'm on other platforms. I've helped thousands of people in the spiritual community to manifest a better life. You guys, this is real. That's what's so exciting about this. This is a real thing, the law of attraction. And you can get your ex back, or you can manifest a specific person. People do it all the time. And I want to show you how to do that. I want to adjust my camera too. It's just a little bit too low. So the first thing that you need to start doing to really get this to work, guys, is to, I guess, align with your soul, right? Neville Goddard talked about this all the time. Eckhart Tolle talks about this all the time. Excuse me. I feel like not enough law of attraction teachers talk about this enough. And it's probably because it's just so fundamental. Like they just do it, they don't think about it. But this is the biggest part of this, guys. What I tell my paid coaching students, my law of attraction coaching students, what I tell them is 80 to 90% of your manifesting game is your Zen game, right? Aligning with your soul, increasing consciousness. It's not really your thoughts or emotions that necessarily cause things to manifest. It's consciousness. It's your focus on them. And we'll get to the feelings next also, because that's an important part of this. But that really needs to be understood. There is a link to a playlist down below in the description called the Basics of Manifesting. That's my playlist. It's called The Basics of Manifesting. The very first video is called How to Get the Law of Attraction to Work. And that's what I talk about in that video is soul alignment, how to increase your consciousness, align with your soul, how you can easily make that a part of your daily life. It's so fundamental, guys. And it's really the basics of genuine spiritualism. Okay, you'll hear the really big names in spiritualism talk about being and how you need to transcend the mind and you are this conscious existence and that's all, right? The mind is thinking and action, but the true self beyond the mind is just being. It's just existing, and you don't think your way there. And so go check that video out. Again, there's a link below. The Basics of Manifesting. The first video, I addressed that one. And guys, this cannot be overstated. Aligning with your soul, increasing your consciousness. It's so huge, guys. It's so huge. None of this other stuff works without it. And it's the one thing, again, I wish more law of attraction teachers would talk about. Everything else they tell you is awesome. I don't have any problem with any of the law of attraction teachers on the internet. You're generally getting really good stuff. And that's good news. This is a very well understood thing, right? There's not really controversy there at all, which is awesome because it should be easy enough for you to figure out. But again, the one thing that I think should be emphasized more is your Zen game. Because if you're not doing that part, none of the other stuff is going to do you any bit of good. You are not your mind. That's the name of the first chapter of Eckhart Tolle's book, isn't it? The Power of Now, that book that he wrote. It's called You Are Not Your Mind. And most people believe themselves to be this thinker. That's not it. That's not you. You are this conscious, silent witness behind the mask of ego that's always thinking and analyzing and feeling emotions. And we've gotten so accustomed to believing ourselves to be that mask that we don't realize there's something beyond that. Like there's something beyond this personality perception of self, which is a totally fine thing in and of itself, but it's not really who you are beyond that. So go check that video out. Go check that whole playlist out, actually. It's really good. Okay, number two, focus on your feelings and less on the person. This is a pretty simple one. Neville Goddard, who's like my favorite, because again, he's one of the ones that does talk about consciousness a lot, but he also said, guys, feeling is the secret. So, for example, you do visualizations, and there's all these videos telling you how to do visualizations. It's all good stuff, but then they don't tell you like why I'm doing visualizations, because the visualizations don't cause anything to happen. What causes is your emotions and the consciousness focusing on the emotions. Those two things together, that's what causes things to manifest, right? So doing visualizations, it only works if the reason you're doing them is to cultivate this emotional state. You know, human beings, we're one of the only animals that are capable of like causing ourselves to feel an emotion. You can literally be thinking about something you did last summer and it was fun, and you can feel the emotional experience that you were having at that time, like it's happening again. And so, law of attraction, all you're doing is just causing those states again and again and again. All the other animals on the earth, with the exception of maybe like whales or something like that, right? All they can do is react to emotions. You can cause them to happen. So that's why visualizations are so important. And I make a ritual out of this, you guys. I've made lots of videos about this. If you want a good one, I just posted one a couple days ago. Um, where is it? It's I posted it on March 12th, 2025. I'll link it down below for you. It's called Astonishing Manifestation Ritual. And the important part is for you to understand why it works. So for about 2/3 of the video, I talk about like why it works. You really need to understand that for it to work. So there's a lot of setup. And then for the last kind of third of that video, I explain the manifesting ritual. But the idea of the ritual is to have a space where you're causing these emotional experiences. Because again, if you want to manifest a specific person or your ex or somebody like that, all you have to do is feel what it's going to feel like when they come back and think about them. And also like feel how it feels like to be with them. Emotions, emotions are interesting because it's not that there's like just a sliding scale of so many emotions. You know, oh, there's only like 12 or maybe 20 basic emotions. Emotions, it's more like, you know, in Microsoft Paint, you ever used Paint, Microsoft Paint on your computer? Or any art program, actually. I'm sure Apple has something similar. There's like the little color palette that you click on, and it's got all of these different shades of the same color, and it's got every color that you could possibly have, and it like blends into this shaded, like transitionary. Hey, that's a cool frame. My video camera froze, but you kind of know what I'm talking about. It's like it's this box that has like these different shades of all these different colors blended all together into one box. It's not just like a list of 20 colors, right? That's emotions. It's more like that because you can create all these experiences that mean different things to you, you see. And that's what you're doing when you are focusing on your feelings instead of the person, okay? And cultivating these emotional experiences. Don't focus on the loss of this person either, or focus on the fact that they're not around. And that's kind of the third one, which is where are you putting your power, right? Don't worry too much about the circumstances. Worry about how you feel. Worry about your vibration, right? And another thing that you could be doing is At the same time, just generally in your life, enjoy yourself, have a good time. Don't focus on the absence of something. Focus on the presence of it, like it's already happening. And I think a lot of you guys, you kind of know that's how this works. Because one of the first things that you ever hear when you're learning about law of attraction is, well, you don't believe that it's going to happen. You want to get yourself to the part where you believe that it is happening. And it's like, well, how do I do that? Because I don't have the person or the money or whatever it is, right? It's your emotions, guys. And you can fool your body into feeling these emotions all day long, like what it's going to feel like when they're really there. Focus on the presence of this person. Don't focus on the absence of it. That's where your true power is here. And bonus talking point that I just want to give you, you got to do this for a while. A month, maybe two. Just don't stop. You got to do this for a long time. That's not that much time to get a person to like literally show up like magic. So get started. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.